Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy. This is your morning message tarot reading, and today is Thursday the 30th of June 2022. Last day of June. Can anybody believe how fast the whole year's going? It's a bit bonkers. How's everyone feeling? My energy seems to have lifted again after the new moon, released loads of shit, and feeling better again. Yay! So we've got some astrology for today. The moon is in Cancer all day. It's going to form a sextile to Uranus, a trine to Neptune, a square to Mars, and an opposition to Pluto. So you could be feeling vulnerable due to sudden shocks and surprises, confusion or illusion or delusion, which could lead to anger or frustration. The key is channel that into positive uses of personal power for transformation. When we find ourselves at a crossroads, do we want to elevate the energies or sink into the lower vibrations of these transits, or try and get in with the higher vibrations, the positives? That's what I try to do. Let's do some cards and see what the cards have to say for today's energies and what support and guidance Spirit can give us today. So we've got Wisdom of the Oracles, Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see. So what do we need to know for today, the Thursday the 30th of June 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective for our highest and greatest good as we navigate today's energies? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective for Thursday the 30th of June 2022. Halfway through the year. It's flying by quickly. What do we need to know for today? 30th of June 2022. Okay, at the bottom we've got Y. Happy. And new life. Okay, so straight away I'm seeing, do you remember what I just said before, just about sort of today's energies? And when you're at the crossroads, you've got the choice between tapping into the lower vibrations or the higher vibrations. That's what the cards have just told me. So you can spend your time asking, why is this happening to me? What's going on? Oh, how terrible things are. Why? Which only feeds, that spirals you downwards into those energies. You don't need to know why. It's just, just the transits of the planets in the sky doing their stuff, with the bigger picture of divinity and the universe working through through us. Instead, connect to your happy, spiral upwards into your new life. So that's what I was saying. Let's do some tarot and see what the cards have to say on that theme. So we're using the Light Seers deck today. Love this deck. I love all my decks. I'm just in the process of purchasing more decks as well, that I feel drawn to. In fact, I've got a list and I'm trying to prioritise which decks I would like first. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? The 30th of June 2022. It's a Thursday. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit, give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good. What do we need to know? Thursday, the 30th of June, 2022. What have we got there? Caught the side of my cards. Never mind. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What do we need to know for Thursday, 30th of June, 2022? Let's see, what do we need to know? Oh, lovely. 10 of Cups. Happy ever after. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Nice energies. The 8 of Cups. The Devil. And the 6 of Cups. We have the Tower. 7 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. And then at the bottom we have the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we also have the Hanged Man and the World. And let's see. So, the underneath story, where we find ourselves. Okay, so we find ourselves here with the 10 of Cups, the happy ever after. The seeing everything fall into place, the wishes granted, the intentions come into pass, and being in a place of emotional contentment. How we've got here is because we've embodied the 9 of Pentacles. We've embodied our self-confidence. We've become independent. We know who we are, and we feel okay in ourselves. You know, it's that sort of, even if you're in relationships, even sort of, or let's say, even with your relationships, they're interdependent rather than codependent, and you have your self-confidence, your self-worth, and you know your value and everything. So that's where we've got there. But then we see these two together. So at the bottom, the foundation, we've got the 8 of Cups walking away to a new horizon, a new dawn. And I'm looking, I've not noticed it before, but I'm just seeing it this time, and it feels connected to that card. But if you look here, I don't know if you can see it, right at the end of the rainbow there is the sun rising up over the ocean, or over the horizon. So I'm seeing this connection that sort of we've got to this place of contentment, feeling okay in who we are, you know, a little moment to sit back and reflect and go, wow, it's all okay. And moving on into stepping towards the next horizon. And you may remember we've had the fall coming up loads in these last few days. So it's all about the new beginnings. We've got 2 aces here. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the World card here as well. So again, still more endings and beginnings, stepping into the new. Today, so from, anybody that is in a time zone where we had the new moon yesterday on the 29th, then today is the first day of the new lunar cycle. Okay, so that's our new beginning. If you lived somewhere where the new moon happened on the 28th, then yesterday, the 29th, was your new beginning. Okay, so we've got this walking away, all the cups, are gradually sinking down and disappearing into the water. So we're letting go of something. It can be about a spiritual journey, starting on a spiritual journey. Whatever it is that you're leaving behind, it's something that you once loved and that had value for you, and doesn't, although there's still sort of a bit of some love there left for it, you're moving on to newer, better, greater things. Okay, so we're walking away. I think the card is Saturn in Pisces off the top of my head. It feels, I think it's Jupiter and Mercury is the 9 and the 10. So I've got a feeling, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I've got a feeling this is Saturn in Pisces. So yeah, it's walking away from sort of, as much as we can sometimes love our restrictions and things like that, our comfort zone, we've got used to it, it's a nice fit, but sometimes you feel yourself growing beyond that, and then we have to step away and start on a new journey. Then above, messages from Spirit to be careful and be aware of temptations. We've got the devil here holding his hand out to tempt you in, and then this little figure at the bottom with their hands over their ears. Either they're seeing things as so terrible that they're putting their hands in their heads. Oh my God, why me? Why? Or they're putting their hands over their ears to block out the temptation of the devil. Okay, so you can see it either way. See which resonates most for you in your life. It could be that as you're starting out on this journey, other people or your own critical voice could be going, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Come back here. We don't know what's out there. Oh my God, anything could happen. It's safe here. We know here. Let's stay here. So when I said these two, I feel these two are connected. That was the sort of thing that could be going on. And even, sort of going into sort of where we're moving into next, the Six of Cups. This can be very often about reminiscing about the past. Oh, how the gold tinted sunglasses of how great it used to be. So I'm the sort of person that, for me, I'm always having the best time of my life in the moment. I'm in my 50s. This is the things I'm learning now, and the way my life is going and everything. It's amazing, and it's built on the top of my 40s and my 30s and my 20s and my teens, etc., etc. But doing different things to what I was doing in my 40s, to in my 30s, to in my 20s. Some things have carried through, and it's like they're probably going to stay with me forever. But yeah, my life is constantly moving forward, and when I look back, I can see how amazing each decade has been for its own stuff. But that was the stuff I was growing into through those decades. And yeah, there was great music when I was a teenager. There was great music in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s. And now there's great music, just as one example. So for me, music is really important. And as much as I still love the music I listened to as a teenager and in my 20s and in my 30s, I was still very much open to new music, as well as loving all the old stuff and discovering more old stuff as well as more new stuff. And I'm always shocked at surprise when people go, oh, wasn't it great when we were in our 20s or when we were teenagers? And that was the best time. And people just stay stuck in there in those ages. They don't move and evolve, or they don't see how they're moving and growing and evolving over time to where they are now. And so they're not celebrating who they are now because they're stuck back there. And yeah, I had some great fun and adventures in each decade. And yeah, had the most bonkers time in each of them as well, and it's just been all amazing and fantastic. But actually right now, would I swap my 50s for going back over any of that? No, because I'm actually loving where I am now, and I'm always trying to be in the moment and going forward, and do occasion, you know, sort of when I need to look back in hindsight to see how I've got to where I am from somewhere else. Oh yeah, looking back I can see why that had to happen and that had to happen, etc. But I don't ever spend my time looking backwards going, oh, wasn't it great back then? Didn't we have a wonderful time? Yeah, it was great, but actually, you know, I'm happy where I am and going forward, because I, you know, just growing and developing as a person and learning more and being more, and I'm excited about sort of where as humanity we're going next and everything, and I want to be part of that. So yeah, I'm always charging forward. I'm more that sort of person, and also sort of once I see negative stuff going on, then it's like aha, again. Then I do my best to work forward and leave that behind. So yeah, this could be challenging this today. Okay, remember and think about how far we've come, how we've grown into ourselves. Walking away is a big part of life, and you know, sort of do it constantly. Sometimes we walk away with nothing, leave it all behind. Sometimes we take things with us as well. On occasions, I've done both. Either time, each time I've done it, I've had no regrets about just getting up and walking away from situations, from people, and just very much a forward walker. So that's where we are. That's a challenge today, with all that astrology. Okay, there could be a sudden breakthrough with the tower that opens your eyes to all of this, and you can see what you're doing, or why you're, or if you sort of find yourself, why me in the lower vibrations. It could be a wake up call, a sudden awareness of actually let's look forward. You may need to defend yourself against other people, other people's opinions, other people's views and things. Stand in your own energy, in your own space, and your own inner authority as well is what's coming to me with the 7 of Wands there. It's always about defending yourself. Could be defending yourself from this devil. Okay, so, and again, we've got the light. Now the sun is in the solar plexus. We're shining our light, our sunshine from the centre of us, and we're walking towards that. And then we have the good old faithful Knight of Pentacles. One step at a time, patience. We're not in any rush with it. We're walking forward with divine timing, and everything will fall into place as it needs to. The more we stay in the higher vibrations, emotions of love, of joy, of gratitude, of acceptance, of seeing the abundance around us that we have, then it moves us quicker through divine timing and things. So what we've got over here, the cards at the bottom, which are the general environment or the subconscious. We've got the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. The 10 of Wands is being overburdened with too much. And the 5 of Cups is about past disappointments and things like that. I love this 5 of Cups. In the 10 of Wands, we're coming to the end of that journey, and we're being sort of advised to let go of what you no longer need. Walk away from it. So here with the 5 of Cups, we've got the 5 Cups. It's almost like a whirlpool pulling and separating you from all that disappointment, and old heartbreak and emotional quagmire is the word that's just coming through. It's sucking it all away, pulling it all down away from us. As we let go of it, we stop being burdened by it. We release ourselves so that we can move forward, walk away from all of that. And as we do, we've got the two aces. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles here. Again, connecting with our heart, the gift of divine love. As we connect to the higher vibration, it opens up our connections and our energies to receive more divine love. We connect our heart in. We come forward with heart-centered consciousness. We move forward from our hearts. And we have new seeds to plant, new opportunities coming in, and new adventures to grow. Adventures is a big thing for me at the moment, seeing everything in terms of adventures and new adventures. And yeah, I've got a lot of a big adventure thing going on at the moment. My subconscious speaks to me through pictures and images and things like that. And then sort of my subconscious can activate it better because I'm not trying to be logical and use words and things like that. It's very creative and it's very visionary and image central, and that works for me because then I play with the story and the new adventures unfold. Okay, so maybe that's a new perspective for you to look at. Though we've got the Hanged Man, and again we've got the light, the sun, the third eye open, the crown open, looking at things from different perspectives. Okay, also with the Hanged Man, it's often a lesser good for a greater good, sacrificing something for a greater thing to walk into. Okay, and then we have the World with Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself. In my ending is my beginning. So as we're completing out the cycle, we're stepping into the next new cycle. Okay, so that's today's reading. It felt like it was all babbling out really quickly. Hope I wasn't speaking too fast. Hope I was loud enough for everybody to hear me. Let me know in the comments, and if there are any issues, I'll try to amend them. I've got my windows closed, which I think helps with the sound as well. And so we haven't got the wind blowing all the chimes and things. So hopefully, any difficulty in hearing, I've now ironed that out. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell to get notifications from me when I release videos. If you'd like a personal reading from me, email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.